News first at 10.
One win away as the Buffalo Bills battle the Kansas City Chiefs tonight for a trip to the big game. Many Bills fans hit the bars to cheer them on. Good evening, I'm Brian Wilk. Buffalo Bills fever in Erie. With a win tonight against the Kansas City Chiefs, the Bills had a chance to punch a ticket to the Super Bowl. We stopped at one local bar where Bills fans were sipping beer, eating wings, and hoping for a Super Bowl ring. It's new tonight at 10 o'clock.
Let's win. Let's get the W.
Barry Miller was one of many fans at the bar enjoying some wings and rooting for his beloved and long-suffering Buffalo Bills.
It's just amazing that we made it this far. I'm so proud of them, so proud of the team. The fans really needed this. It's been a long time coming. The fact that we might have a chance to face Brady again in the Super Bowl, get our redemption back for 20 years of chaos.
He also says this is great for the tri-state area.
You know, I love the Browns, I love the Steelers, I love everybody, and the fact that we're still in the game for our tri-state, I think means a lot to everybody. So we're all pulling for them. Let's go, Buffalo.
Bills fan John Paola says he didn't expect the Bills to be so good this year, but he's not complaining.
It's been weird because you don't expect it. You know, you never expected to be 13-3 and go this far and make it to a championship game. So it's just a weird feeling. You know, losing for so long and being mediocre for the past 20-some years has been tough. So I'm just happy to be here.
John would love to see his beloved and long-suffering team make it to the Super Bowl.
What else do you want at this point? Last time we were here, I was 10 years old.
Jay Pushkar will have highlights from the AFC Championship game coming up in sports. We have more news coming up in a moment, but first, meteorologist Craig Flint has your Fox First forecast. Hey, Craig.
So close, man. It was so close. Anyway, let's talk about the football game, of course. Let's talk about what's going on right now live at the, let's see, that's State Street and the Bayfront Parkway. Now, notice the reflection off the road. With temperatures in the 20s, if it's untreated, it'll be icy. But the snow's done for tonight, as you can see on Storm Tracker. One little wave passing well to the south. So as we go through the rest of the night, there could be a little partial clearing. It's 27. Temperatures really aren't going to move too much. You may drop another 4 or 5 degrees. So mid-20s at midnight. Again, a little partial clearing possible, and there should be at least some breaks of sunshine through the day on Monday. Monday day, A&OK. Monday night into Tuesday, it gets a little dicey. Details in the complete forecast coming up in just a few minutes. Brian, over to you.
A 16-year-old is dead after a van crashed into the back of his Amish buggy in Ashtabula County. The crash happened on U.S. Route 322 around 6:30 yesterday. According to Ohio State Patrol, a van struck an Amish buggy that was traveling east on the shoulder of the highway. The driver of the buggy is identified as 16-year-old Norman Detweiler. He was pronounced dead at the scene. According to officials, no drugs or alcohol were involved. The driver of the van was taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. He was not wearing a seatbelt. The crash remains under investigation. The Biden administration says it's ramping up surveillance of new COVID-19 variants. Nearly 24 states have reported infections involving a strain first identified in the UK. This comes as state and local officials call for more COVID vaccine doses. Fox News correspondent Charles Watson has the story.
Nearly 25 million coronavirus cases have now been reported nationwide. Hospitalizations have started plateauing across the country, and almost every state is reporting a decline in new infections. But public health officials warn new COVID-19 strains could delay progress. On Saturday, the University of Michigan paused all athletic activities after several positive tests for a variant first discovered in the UK.
We're in a race against these variants. The virus is going to change, and it's up to us to adapt and to make sure that we're staying ahead.
Public health officials maintain available vaccines should be effective against the UK variant, but the rollout continues to face obstacles. Thousands of appointments across the country have been canceled due to a shortage of doses. Some state and local officials are calling on the federal government to release vaccines being held in reserve.
At 250,000 doses a week, this is going to take us 15, 16, 17 weeks.
But the country's new CDC director says that there aren't enough doses available right now to speed up the rollout.
We don't have as many doses as we would like now for states like New York, for other states that are claiming to have run out of vaccine. And so right now is actually the pressure point that I'm feeling. And by the end of March or so, I really do hope that our production has scaled up dramatically.
Another vaccine could be on the way. Johnson & Johnson is expected to release phase 3 trial data for its candidate in the coming days. In Atlanta, Charles Watson, Fox 66 News.
The State Department of Health is reporting 113 new positive cases today of COVID-19 in Erie County. With today's numbers, the county has a total of 14,796 cases. The state is reporting an increase of 3,976 new cases. This brings the total number of cases statewide to over 800,000. An additional 83 people died from COVID-19 in the state, bringing that total to 20,609. Crawford County reporting 20 new cases. Warren County reports an increase of 9. Ashtabula County reporting 16 new cases. Chautauqua County, New York continues to report 6,018 total cases. In light of the rollout of the COVID-19 vaccinations, many people in Pennsylvania are playing a new online video game to relieve some stress over the virus. 2 months ago, 16-year-old Josh Teriak from Minnesota developed COVID Invaders after some advice from a friend. Teriak has been programming for 5 years and thought an easy game with only 2 controllers would be a great way to educate kids about the vaccine and help adults relieve some frustration from the coronavirus in a fun way.
I definitely wanted to launch the game right when the vaccines were rolling out because everyone would be thinking about the vaccine and more people would start playing it and kind of talking about it. And also just makes the virus less scary. Many people in their 20s play this game, and even many people in their 60s play this game.
And if you like to play the game for free, you can visit our website, yourerie.com. Ever seen the popular TV show Ninja Warrior, where athletes swing, jump, and climb through obstacle courses? Well, a gym here in Erie held its regional competition today for the National Ninja League. Julia Hazel spoke with some of the athletes looking to make it to the big show.
Competitors dream of the spotlight on the big stage, while others see this as a way to spend time with family.
I started sport about 3 years ago. I had a background as a gymnast and I was starting to get a lot of mental blocks, so I switched to Ninja and I think it's a lot more fun, and personally I like the community a little bit better. Everything's more positive.
Competing as a family, doing the very best you can do is something Anella's father saw as an opportunity.
And then one day home in the car, her and her sister look at us and say, wait, how come you guys aren't doing it? If it doesn't matter if we just do our best, you guys go out there and do your best. And so now my wife and I compete as well.
To make it on the American Ninja Warrior show, you must first prove yourself in regional and world competitions.
Each competitor goes to a competition. If you are in the top 3 of that competition, you will qualify in that region. By qualifying in that region, you are able to move on.
Each competition you go to, you are awarded points for being in first, second, or third place. If you have the most points going into regionals or worlds, you will be last in the run order. This can benefit you before you begin your course.
As you're watching the other competitors run, you can figure out tips and tricks on how can I shave off a few seconds here or there, how can I beat this course.
With every competition, there's a different designed obstacle course. Practicing on something like a rock climbing wall can certainly help with grip strength. For inspiring ninja warriors like Anella, this is a sport she wants to keep competing in.
As soon as I can, I'd like to get on the show. And then I'm actually looking at colleges, and one of my deciding factors is whether they have a ninja gym close to them or not. So it's something that I'd like to keep doing throughout my whole life. It's a really nice way to stay active.
Julia Hazel, Fox 66 News.
It was a chance for dozens of cheer and dance teams to show off their skills Sunday afternoon. The Erie Winter Beach Blast Cheer and Dance Championships were held at the Bayfront Convention Center. The event allowed teams from the state to compete in person, but out-of-state teams could take part virtually due to the pandemic. Organizers say there were several efforts in place to maintain a safe and socially distanced event.
Everyone's been very compliant all day long, working with us to make sure that we're all keeping our distance, masks are on at all times, and we have a safe event for these kids to compete at.
And this is the 8th year of the event. Teams from New York, West Virginia, and Ohio also took part virtually. Coming up on Fox 66 News, after some delay, an impeachment trial is now back on the horizon on Capitol Hill. We'll have the latest from Washington, D.C. Plus tonight, gone fishing. One local apparel company is also providing guided ice fishing sessions for the community. We'll explain. And saluting the fruitcake. Folks in Colorado finding a creative way to poke a little fun at this classic holiday treat.